my new channel, and I'm just getting ready to do an interview. I have a young man on the phone by the name of Edwin, and he agreed to do an interview with me tonight. He's a very, very dear, close cousin of mine, okay? And we're very close, and we talk about anything and everything. And what we're talking about tonight is we're talking about do's and don'ts of first dates. What you should do when you're just meeting a person. And I asked him, how did he feel about, going out with someone on a first date? I asked him, who does he feel should pay when you go out on the first date? Go ahead, cousin. Tell him what you said.
Well,
Okay.
I would say this. If I'm asked to go out, on the first date, I would love to go. But now we're going to make it clear how the dating is going to go. Dinner, you ask me, you pay for it. Fine with me. I'll take care of the tips. I'll take care of the cocktails.
Okay.
And that's how I would do it. I would open the door for the lady, close the door, open it when she get out, and go eat. Close the door when she come back. That's what I would do.
Okay. Are you the type of person that once you enter a restaurant with your lady, whether she's your girlfriend or she's just a friend or whatever, the fact that she's a lady, do you pull her chair out for her, or do you expect for her to do that herself?
I would treat her as a lady. I will pull the chair out and seat her and push her up to the table.
I like that. I really, really like that. I
treat
like
her as a lady.
Exactly. I like men who take that initiative to pull a lady's chair out for her and wait till she's seated before he's seated. And also I like the fact that you open up her door for her when she gets out of the car. I like that too. You don't just sit in the car and wait for her to open up her own door. That just, to me, that says a lot about a person's character, and that just shows that they are a gentleman. And there are very few gentlemen out there now like that, and I like that. I really do. I really like that. Okay, now I'm thinking, say you're internet dating and you're just meeting a person for the first time. Now, you let me know how you feel about what I'm about to ask you. My thing is, if you're just meeting a person for the first time, me personally, I would not want to go out on a nighttime date with someone who I'm just now meeting for the first time. I would like to go out on a get acquainted date. And I'm talking about meeting you at a coffee house. We pick a mutual coffee house in the daytime, and we go there and we have coffee and crumpets or tea or whatever it is we're going to have. But we're going to go there. We're just going to get acquainted, and we're going to make sure we're vibing. Because everybody, just because you're on that internet and stuff, that doesn't mean you're vibing with that person. So what do you think about going out for coffee and just to sit and talk with a person for about, say, maybe 30 minutes to an hour to see if this is somebody you might want to reach out to in the future? Because you might not always want to reach out to everybody. So, cousin, tell me what you think about that.
Well, what I think about that is that I wouldn't mind going out to a coffee shop. We'll have this conversation to get to try to know the person. But when I'm talking to that person, it will have to be eye-to-eye contact with me, and so is me with her.
Correct.
If she starts shifting her eyes, or she starts squirming in her seat, then I'll buy a cup of coffee and say good day and have a nice day.
This is a hard date right here. This right here, this is a hard date, because if you can't look him in the eyes, and if you squeaming and acting squirmish, or whatever, you averting his eye contact and stuff, he really pretty much don't want to have too much to do with you, because he like, that's telling me a lot about you. You can't even look me in the eyes when we're talking? Really?
Exactly. Eye contact. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Eye to eye contact. Okay. Okay. So that's a must do.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys went out. You guys had coffee. Okay. Now you've had coffee and everything, and so you kind of feeling her a little bit. You know, she kind of feeling you. So you let a couple of days go by, and then you call her. And so now you're getting ready to initiate the real date, you know, to take her out. But even for me, on the real date, I would say build up to that date. Don't just take her somewhere and pull out all the stops and stuff, you know, where you're going to break the bank. I still say build up to that real date, because the next time you see her, you may want to do something like, you know, maybe go bowling, maybe go to the movies, you know, and still make it a daytime date, like an afternoon date. And still make it a daytime date. And you're kind of building up. You know, do I want to take her out to wherever you're going to take her and spend all this money and stuff? You know, you're building up to that date. So I would say never ever, you know, first date, coffee shop.
Right.
For me, that's a must do, the coffee shop. And you want to meet around people and stuff, because you don't know. She might be a stalker. You might be a stalker as far as that goes. We're not trying to do the stalking thing. Second date, okay, we going, you know, first date, you find out a little bit about each other's interests and everything. So you say, okay, she likes to bowl. I like to bowl. So, you know, we're going to go bowling, or maybe we'll go and shoot some pool or something like that. But you're going to build up to the second date. And on the second date, you're going to do it, like I say, maybe around lunchtime, you know, 1 or 2 o'clock, something like that, where you guys can grab a burger or something like that, because a burger's not going to break the bank. Now, if you're feeling her and say, okay, she's somebody I think I might want to kick it with, you know, a few days go by again, and so if you guys are talking and everything, just saying another week or two, now you guys are going to go out on that third date. Now, on the third date, you still might not want to break the bank, but you're going to take her someplace a little nicer on the third date, because everything is building. You're trying to build to see, what do we have in common? Do we have anything in common? What are you looking for in a date? What is she looking for in a date? And then you guys just take it from there and you talk.
Right.
What you think about that, cousin?
What I would do is that third date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that third date, we would split the bill, and then that would let me know how old she really is.
Okay, you heard what he said, you guys. He said on the third date, we going Dutch. On the third date, he said, now I know who she really is. Because if she has a problem with splitting the bill, then I see it's going to be a problem anyway. Because you're talking about like that third date, we're going somewhere, like I said, we're not going high class, but we're not going low class either.
Right.
But we're going to say we're going to go Dutch on the third date.
On the third date.
Okay, third date, we're going Dutch. Okay, I can get with the going Dutch on the third date. You know, with what you're saying, I probably wouldn't do it, but what you're saying, I can get with it for you. Let me have a drink of water. Oh my goodness. Okay. So third date, and okay, if she agrees to split the bill.
That's fine with me.
Okay, that's fine with you. So a month, okay. So you guys have been talking for about a month now. What happens on the fourth date?
The fourth date, it'll be a little easier.
Okay. Fourth date, a little easier.
I will take it. I'll pay for the food. I'll pay for the drinks.
Okay.
And then I'll see if she want to do the tip. Now, if she can't do the tip, and I will drive.
Okay.
Pick her up. Do the same thing. Open the door for her. Close the door. Go to the restaurant. I'll pay for the dinner. I'll pay for the drinks. And ask her to pay for the tips.
Okay.
If she pays for the tip, but she had to do the 15. She had to do the 15%.
Right, the 15% minimum. We're going to say 15%, okay.
If she don't do the 15%, well, that means, okay, that'd be our last date.
Just because she wouldn't pay the tip, the 15%?
Well, put it this way. If the bill is $100, she can't pay $15, then it's over.
There you go, because 15% of $100 is $15 all day long, no matter how you do the math. Okay, and even me, I can pay the tip. Okay, if I had to, but 9 times out of 10, the men I date, because I'm not a dater, but the men I date, they pay the whole thing. They pay the tip, they pay for the food, they pay for the drinks, they pay for everything. But because you my cousin and I love you, we're going to go with what you said. Now, ladies, if you dating this man right here and you make it as far as the 4th date, he expects for you to pay the 15% tip. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. And the way things are in today's economy, and because things are hard now. Everything is so expensive and everything, and things are hard and stuff. And I think that it's okay to ask her to pay the 15% tip. And if she can't afford the 15% tip, then, maybe you're going to say, okay, she can't afford it. I'll pay it, but I'm not going to be going out with her anymore, because I'm not just going to be coming out of my pocket every time we do something, and then she don't want to reciprocate.
It's a done deal.
Okay, my cousin said it's a done deal. So, people, I want to know what you think about this, and I'm serious. Leave me a comment. Tell me how you feel about first date, second date, third date, fourth date. If she makes it to the 4th date and she refuses to pay the tip, is it a done deal for you? Because if it is, and you just move on.
That's it.
Because maybe everybody ain't ready for prime time. So you pay for the 4th date. So she didn't get to the 5th date. She didn't get to the she didn't make it to the champagne and caviar.
Exactly.
She didn't make it to champagne nights and caviar dreams.
Over a $15 tip.
Over a $15 tip. Wow. Well, everybody, thank you, cousin, for letting me do this little interview with you and sharing with my audience. And that's my time. And I have enjoyed talking with you. I have enjoyed making this video for everyone. And remember, this is Champagne Nights and Caviar Dreams. And ladies, I hope you get to the 4th date. And men, whether it goes that way or another way or whatever, I hope you get to the 4th date with your special someone, or the person who you want to be your special someone. And I'm going to see you on the next one, because I will have something else to talk about. And I'm going to call a few of my girlfriends, because I want to pick their brains about how they feel about the do's and don'ts of dating the first date. Do's and don'ts of the first date. That's what we're talking about. Not all them other dates, because if you've been knowing a person for a minute, it's okay, ladies, to pay for some stuff. The man ain't just got to pay for it all the time. It's okay for us to pay for some stuff. And especially if you have company at your house, it's okay to make sure you have everything taken care of inside the house. Now, you might not can take care of it outside the house, but inside the house, you should have the food, you should have the drinks, you should have everything that you guys are going to need, and you should not expect for him to have to bring it. Now, if he wants to bring you flowers, that's always a plus. If he wants to bring the drinks, that's always a plus. But make sure you have something there special for him, and especially if he's been treating you special. And with that being said, I'm going to see you on the next one. And Cousin Edwin, I thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
And you are very much welcome to my heart, from my heart, and thank you and love you dearly.
And I love you dearly too. So with that being said, subscribe to my channel, like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, share this video out with others, because I think Champagne Nights and Caviar Dreams, I think this is going to be a good channel because we're going to be talking about relationships. This is all about relationships. And some of my videos may get a little heavy, okay? But they're not going to get too wild and too out there, you know, because I don't want to offend anybody with my content. I do not want to offend anyone with anything that I have to say. But remember, we're all grown here. This is a channel for adults only because this is grown folk talk. Children are not allowed on this channel because things we talk about, we don't need to be talking about with our young children. Okay? Our grown children, fine. Our young children, it's a no-no. No children on this channel. And again, thank you for watching. That's my time.